Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since we dived into our franchise hockey manager save, so we're back for the start of season 6. We are within budget right now, top end, but we are there. And a couple of trades along the way. One really big one you might already have spotted if you're looking at the list, but a few new players. So we picked up McDermott on a free. He doesn't want a new deal, or rather, he wants a new deal, but he wants a non-trade clause. So I'm thinking that maybe I just trade him out for a youngster or a pick towards the end of the year, and let somebody else re-sign him, or we just let him go to free agency and we pick up somebody else next season. It's not really the most pressing of concerns. Lundgren is getting a new deal. I believe that's a new 3-year deal that we'll be picking up for them. And coming into the season, the other bit of news really is that Volstead is a little bit upset. He's not very happy right now. He feels isolated, the only Swede on the team apart from Broberg. He's not settling in totally well, and he is unfit. So, okay. With that being said, that was the last piece I added in Dermott. So let's wind back to where we left off. We had a dilemma over what we were going to do. I think you know which way we went. But the trade was one of the first trades. Arizona. I wanted a center. So Barrett Hayton, 3 to 3.5 star player. Solid little player. But there wasn't room for too much else here. I really like him, though. I think he's a really decent player. He offers a bit more of a defensive option. He'll be really good on those lower lines, those checking lines, to really come up against the big boys of the league. I really think Hayton is a good option for that. So we picked him up. That trade, though, did mean we said goodbye to Theo Rocher. 3.5 to 4.5 star player. Included in that we sent, because basically we're losing half a star of ability and a full star in potential. We sent a 2nd, 5th, 6th, and 7th round pick in the future, and we got back a 1, 2, and 3 in return. So we get draft capital, we get Hayton, which fits better. We didn't need him to be a first or second liner like Rocher was shaping up to be. So I feel that was a really good deal. Arizona got themselves a really good player in Rocher. We brought in Hayton to fill a role and got draft picks back. So that's the kind of idea of what we came up against. Next, it was Dallas. We went for Rupp Hintz. Rupp is a very decent player. Again, fits that kind of third, fourth line mentality. Still young enough, no weaknesses, really just a solid little player. And yeah, I don't think he's going to be any sort of huge player for us. With that contract, we can easily just move on from him. Kind of when we want. It'd be nice to get that money off for a young player, let's say, on an entry deal, get that $5 million back. So yeah, there is that to deal with, but a decent player. We also got back 2 firsts and a 2nd along with Rupp there. What did we give up? We got a couple of wingers out, 2 right wingers. Slavkovsky, 2.5 to 3.5 star there. And Miroshnichenko went out 2 to 4 star. So in the future, a couple of sort of top 6 guys, probably. We also included left defenseman Sandblad, 2.5 to 3 star. So again, maybe a second line defenseman there, top 4 guy. So a pair of top 6s and top 4. We got a couple of first back. I think they rated Miroshnichenko, I should say, really, really highly. And Sandblad too. So we didn't rate them as much, and we didn't need them as much. So we reshuffled a few bits around, and that's what led to Dermott coming in, was really replacing Sandblad in the lineup. So, yeah, overall, not too bad, but not great. But again, we get the draft picks back, and that was the main concern. And I did have to eat a little bit of the Hintz contract, but again, we can shift that when we want. Next up was the big deal. It was the big deal. Nate McKinnon. Yeah, Rantanen is still here. But McKinnon, I just couldn't get a deal that I really, really liked. But I took the best one that I could. I wanted to get players back. I wanted to get prospects back. I wanted to try and shift him to, maybe a Metro team out of our sort of hair for a while. None of that worked. We get 3 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks for Nathan McKinnon. That's it, straight up. Pure picks. And McKinnon now sits on the LA Kings, which really isn't the best place for him to be. That's going to come back and haunt us at some point. I'm certain of that. But he's 28 going on 29. And Austin Matthews has come in. He's more than capable of replacing. He's better on the defensive side. And I don't really think he's any worse offensively, really. So a couple of years younger. A little bit more expensive, but we'll work on that. I think McKinnon's new deal was going to be even more expensive. So we went with Matthews instead. But yeah, he's now on the Kings. Nathan McKinnon. Good luck to him. Hopefully we'll be able to get past him in the playoffs and whatnot. Because, yeah, the Kings look like a decent team. And they've just gained one heck of an addition there to lead the lines. And then we went and we got the rights to a young left back. Craig. Craig is a left defenseman, 2-star current ability, 4-star potential. He'll probably come in and replace McDermott or Mata next season easily. We also picked up 2 seconds in this deal. Philip Zadina from the right wing, 3 to 3.5-star player. And then right defenseman, Foudy. We got rid of him. 3-star player with 4.5 potential. I like McCarr. I really wanted to get rid of McCarr and keep Foudy, but I'm just looking at the numbers and what McCarr's putting up, and I couldn't give up McKinnon and McCarr in the same season either for me. They're the 2 best players on the team in real life right now. I just couldn't do that. I just could not do that. So Foudy went out, and that was fine by me. Zadina, again, I think we can soak that for now. And yeah, that's all we could do. So in the end, we picked up 6 firsts, I think 6 seconds and a third, as well as the rights to Craig, Rupert Hintz on the left wing, and Barrett Hayton in centre. We also picked up Travis Dermott there. I want to call him McDermott for some reason. But Dermott there in defence on a free along the way. So we gave up Foudy and Zadina, McKinnon, Sandblad, Slavkovsky, Miroshnichenko, and Theo Rocher. So I think that's our second and third line right wingers. Actually, second, third, and fourth line right wingers last season, maybe. With Zadina, Slavkovsky, and Miroshnichenko. Theo Rocher, McKinnon, that was basically our 1 and 3, but should be a 1 and 2 down the centre. And then Sandblad was our top 4 guy, and Foudy, a top line defenseman. So we gave up a really good team. We did. We gave up a really good team. But what we gained back was a ton of picks and being able to fit underneath the cap. And I really like the balance of the team. So currently only got 30 contracts. Lundgren is there. Kivahaju is there. Dobson, Soderholm, Hutsu Tunanen, and Leshevsky as well. They're all fairly decent kind of players. But yeah, say Olli Mata, he'll do okay for this season. Dermott will do okay for this season. Then we got pieces coming in to replace them. And then people like Crotty, Paquette, might leave. I don't know if Paquette will leave or not. Rudnich looks good. And yeah, then we're starting to creep up in the 3 to 3.5 territory, which is solid. And we've still got a lot of top-end potential. We don't have a 5-star coming through. On the depth chart, though, you can see we're fairly well balanced of players there. I'm quite happy to see that. We've got Nico Benz, who looks like a 4.5-star defenseman. Craig's a 4-star. And then Nikitin is a 4-star center. So we're slowly picking up some of the pieces. Very slowly. If you look at the unsigned draftees, they're pretty well scouted. Again, I like the depth. So goalie, maybe not too much, maybe a backup. But it looks like we've got a good defensive core there. 5 NHLers and a couple of forwards to go with it. So we're probably going to draft wingers if we can, or just forwards if we can, mainly in the next draft. I think that's the best thing to do at this point. And then again, we don't need to sign people, but we probably will be picking up some of these guys, bringing them into the organization. So yeah, right now, like I say, we've got a deal on the way for Lundgren. And this deal, no trade clause. Yeah, that's probably going to have to just be a no from me. There are some pieces here to pick up. But Colson is there, Poulin's there, Holmstrom, on the right wing. Masiak on the left with Robertson as well. I really don't think I'll be picking up anybody, though. We're really, really close on the salary cap. So, like I say, there's moves we can make to get that down. Olli Mata, we can lose $1 million of that for a young player coming in. Young player comes in and takes that McDermott contract. Still trying to call him McDermott. Don't know why. The Roop Hintz contract, we can kind of probably get that down to about $2 million, maybe $3 million, with another player taking that role from them. Maybe even just picking up a youngster and let Levkov play 4th line. That might disappear, like almost $5 whole million coming off the table there. And yeah, I think we're really, really solid elsewhere. I don't think we need to make too many changes. So what we're going into the season with, first line looks really good. Gibson, Bourne Byram, Cale McCarr, Patrick Laine, Austin Matthews, and Mikko Rantanen. So a pair of Finns either side the American, the Canadians on the back end, and an American goaltender as well. After that, Dobson, I don't know who he's going to be paired up with. Maybe Broberg for potential. And then Crotty and Dermott maybe, with Mata covering for defense. Solid there. Volstead as well. Decent backup with a ton of potential. I don't mind that. Second line, forwards would be probably Trevor Zegras with, I don't know, Martin Kaut, maybe. Yeah. Gets a little bit shady at times to see who's going to fill in where. But Connor Bedard should be our second line center. On the third line, Wayne Coyle with Olsson maybe and Barrett Hayton. And then Benyes leads that 4th line with Rudnech maybe, or Paquette. I don't know, Paquette isn't really favoured at times in the lines I've seen so far preseason. But maybe he'll get in there and then Olsson will slide down to the 4th line. Right now they're playing all 5 of the left wingers. They like Legkov more than Olsson and Rudnech, but I expect him to be cover throughout the season. Rupert Hintz probably a 4th line player. So yeah, it's not a bad team. It's really not a bad team. And we've got a ton of first-round draft picks and some second-round picks, and a ton of first-round draft picks and second-round picks, and a ton of first, and a bunch of other picks. My idea is I'm actually going to be trading away a bunch of these picks. we're going to be trading away a bunch of these picks and trying to get some prospects or trying to get better deals for some players. I'm really not sure right now how we want to set that up. But at the moment, like I said, I think we're set up quite well. Everything seems to be working okay. We did just, tank a little bit there. That's not great. But yeah, we're doing really, really well. And I don't think we can really sort of screw this up at this point. Maybe. I don't know. There's always the possibility. Always the possibility. But if we look at our history, 2-time champions, playoffs now for quite some time. Last 4 years, we've been President Trophy winning as well. 58, 59, 60, and 64 winning seasons. This could be the end of it. We wanted to do a dynasty. This season could be that dynasty and have us open up elsewhere. So let me know in the comment section below what team you want me to take over next for the new series. If we get the 3 Stanley Cups in a row, we're pretty much a dynasty at that point. So who's next in the list? Do you want to see me manage outside the NHL? Do we go back to the CHL and try and groom players for the draft? Do we maybe go to Europe or Russia? Let me know, comment section below, what you actually want to see out of these series. But this could be the ending of our time with Colorado. So, gonna jump right in. Jump right into the trading deadline. See what shows along the way. If nothing does, we're going to continue right through and I'll see you end of the season. But anything interesting, I will call you back for. So until then, have fun, guys. Hey, I'm back, and we are at the trade deadline. I haven't had a look at the trades. I wanted to jump in and see whether you guys react in real time to it. So that at least that way you'll be able to get my thought process on the entire thing. So I've been keeping an eye on things. We are 47, 11, and 4 right now with 98 points. It's a good season. It's a very, very good season. We can see here as well. I love these new colorings, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned these before. I don't believe so. But it's very easy to tell at a glance. Like, my right wing sucks. It's just dark numbers. One good player, Rantanen, very good player there. We can see Austin Matthews absolutely tearing it up. He's got a little bit of help there, and it's decent on the left wing, and in defense looks really decent, and Byram is stepping up, and now in goal we look like we've got a couple of decent players up there now as well. So I really like that. And then you can see the cap hits. So you can see we got one superstar, 13.25. Then, the wings for that top line as well, 9 million apiece, 9.25 apiece, I should say. Very decent. Then a bunch of decent contracts which fill out some of the defense and that second line, the goalie. Again, I think that's good places to put that kind of money into. And then the rest of it, not too much. So, overall, pretty decent. So, there we go. Nice, easy way of looking at things. And then we look at the ratings. You can see, Bedard, the Matthews, goaltending right up there. Rantanen playing well. Line 8, Byram. McCarr is up there. So, again, it's that first sort of starting 6 and a couple of others that are really carrying us. And that's kind of what the team is built on right now. There are more. Of course, we have great depth, and you can see them playing well, and then we kind of tail off a little bit towards the end of that. But overall, pretty good. Going to jump into team info and see here. So there we go. Team's got 98 points. So has Austin Matthews. Absolutely unbelievable. Goals. Austin Matthews with 42. Mikko Rantanen with 25. Barrett Hayton with 20. 20 goals scored for Hayton. Traded away Rocher. Got ourselves an absolute great depth scorer in Hayton. Love that. Absolutely love that. Maybe he's playing second line time because Connor Bedard's out for 2 to 3 months with an Achilles tendon that ruptured on him. So, yeah, he would be our second line. I guess Barrett Hayton's playing second. Benier's now third, and Legkov in on fourth. He's come in from the left wing, I guess, to do that. But that's why we got the depth we're doing. It looks like they're not playing Philip Broberg out of everybody. That's a little bit annoying. But anyway, Hayton, yeah, very decent. Enjoying having him sort of do that for us. So he did that last season in 77 games. He got 21. He's got 20 already. Not so many assists, but he could hit that 50-point marker again for the season, which I think is a very, very decent piece to have on the team. And like I say, two-way hockey player. Really, really like that. So, yeah. Happy with that. Happy with that. Oh, we can see here 65 days. I didn't notice that. But yeah, 2 to 3 months out. Assist, Austin Matthews again, top man, 56. Mikko with 43. Laine with 37. That top line, business. Pure business. So Laine has 37 assists. That's not bad. He's almost a 20-goal scorer. So yeah, that top line is fully functioning and fine. And then there they are. 56 points for Laine. I could have worked that out, shouldn't I? Yeah, I could have worked that out. 56 points. 68 for Mikko Rantanen. 98 for Austin Matthews. Absolutely fantastic. Us and Edmonton lead the way up top. LA are up in 6. That is McKinnon's new team, of course. McCarr 6 in his last 5. Austin Matthews 7 in his last 5. Mikko 3 in his last 5. Crotty and Coyle a point in their last 5. Nothing in the last 4 for Rudnich. So, yeah. They aren't hot. But again, the big guys are. The small guys don't need to be. Goals, first in the league. Goals per game, first in the league. Against, 6th in the league. Against per game, 7th in the league. Shots per game, 1st. Shots against, 3rd. Not bad, boys. That's really, really good. Penalty minutes per game, we're tied for 5th. That's not bad either. Power play is 13th, so, you know, that's not great. That's not great. We're about, you know, a third of the league there ahead of us. And then 26 penalty kill, that's really not great. And that's what we try to improve. So, yeah, we are a little bit upset with that. Okay, standings. Your divisionals look like this. I'm not reading them out. You can pause the video on each division and see where they are. So you can do your own analysis of it and rewind and whatever you want to do. In the conferences right now, it looks like a decent set of teams here still competing. I think maybe Toronto are starting to push out. They're 9 points clear of, say, Pittsburgh, so they shouldn't really fall too far down. And our side of things, again, bit more cut and dried, I feel. You know, Winnipeg are 15 points clear of Vancouver with a game, but still, that's pretty much done. Arizona right on the cusp of qualifying. So, there's that. And then right at the top, you see us back to Edmonton. Florida in 3rd. The Rangers are 4th. Ducks, Devils, Red Wings, Maple Leafs finish out the top 8 there. Not too bad, though. The Kings 11th. 34, 22, and 5. Then if we have a look at stats, and again, we're going to skip through the first page because I don't like looking at it there. I like looking at the old school way. So there we go. Austin Matthews, top pointsman in the league, and it's not even close. Oh my. Oh my, yeah, we made the right choice. But then McKinnon, yeah, McKinnon playing well. McKinnon probably player of the season, actually. Killing it for the Kings. If he had the support that Matthews had, maybe their fortunes would be reversed. But I'm happy with what we've got. I'm happy with what we do have right now. But yeah, you see 9th in points is Rantanen. And then Laine's 27. So, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Teams, well, let's go and have a look at goalies while we're here. So, what is it, 60-odd games. I'm going to say 35. 35 is our qualifying number. 35 is the qualifying number. John Gibson playing well, not playing amazingly. So, save percentage, he's just outside the top 20. Number of shutouts, he's 5th, but Saros is playing really, really well. And goal against average, he's 7th as well. Yeah, so he's doing his bit. He's not being absolutely amazing, but he is doing his bit for the team. Not bad there at all. So yeah, team stats you can see here. We've already gone through most of these. Face-off percentage. 51.2, boys. Up to 6. Not that it really matters. Shots blocked, still going to be low in the league, us in Edmonton. We do throw the body a little bit, not much. 7th in takeaways and 14th in giveaways. That's fine. And then injury 17th. Pretty much mid-table there. So, that's not bad. Overall, not bad. Okay. Not bad at all. I'm kind of, yeah, I'm kind of liking that. And here we go. So Matthews, Tippett, Pasternak in goals. Matthews, Savoy, and Huberdeau in assists. Matthews, Kucherov, Gaudreau in points. Konovalov for the Oilers. Okay, Oilers have got goaltending. Oilers have goaltending. Maybe not great goaltending, but it's pretty good goaltending. It's getting us where they need to go, I guess. Interesting. 3rd round goalie coming up big. Goal against average, he leads that as well. Roddy Ross save percentage for the Jets. Unbelievable. 24-year-old. Picked round 6 in 2019. So round 6 and round 3 have gotten 2 of the better goaltenders already. That's interesting. 6 years on, boys. Very interesting. You can pick up a goalie. Again, not a great goalie, but he's doing decent. 43-23 wins with the Jets, who are playoff bound. They are playoff bound. Decent. So the Oilers are tough to score against. Arizona kill penalties. No shorties for the Islanders either. Again, stepping up there. A lot of shorties, though, with Penguins. The Rangers kill on the power play. Interesting. And we are the goal leader, of course. So, it's pretty good, boys. It's pretty good. Okay. So, let's have a look then at potential trades. So, look at free agents while we're here. Yeah, I mean, there's players. There are players. There are players. Okay. There are players. Waivers doesn't look to be much. We don't have anything on the trading block. Trading block. Potential. Let's look at potential. So, Oettinger, Brock Besser, and Spar. Probably not at this age. So Besser is the main one. He's the main guy. Picked up by Minnesota from Edmonton, where he's enjoyed a decent career over the last 3 years. So, yeah, he was solid for Vancouver, didn't do too much. Stepped his game up here with Edmonton, of course, probably playing on that top line for them. And then Minnesota. Let down a little bit, a lot of money. I could do a deal. Roop hints for Brock Besser and give them picks back. I wonder if that would actually work. I wonder if that would actually work. So the money's going to be similar. Okay, and then we've got 4 first-round picks. I guess we can give up. Were Anaheim high up in the league? I can't remember. Florida was high up in the league. Anaheim is high up in the league as well. Okay. So I can give up a first there. I can also drop off the Rangers' second-round pick. And I could also drop off, let's say... Yeah, I think the Kings aren't going to be a lottery pick, are they? We'll drop them off as well. Oh, it's only a second. Yeah, it's not first. What am I thinking? And then we can have a look and see on the back end of ours, what do we got? We've got a 4th. We can slam a 4th in as well. So 1, 2, 2, 4. A 1, 2, 2, 4. Bring back a 2 and a 3 with Brock Besser for Rupert Hintz. We gain a little bit of money, which we can afford. We improve slightly on the wings. We'd have to shuffle players about. Can we do this deal? Okay, drop that second and give me a 3rd next year. Ooh, okay. Drop that and give me the 2nd instead. I don't know why I'm trying to squeeze for picks here. I don't know why I'm trying to squeeze for picks. I'm happy doing this deal. So, 1, 2, 2, 4, picking up a 2nd back in 2027 to help get picks later on. So we're just recycling them. We're pushing them down the line year on year so that we've always got multiple 1st and 2nds. It's Moneyball tactics. It's Moneyball tactics. Get the young players, draft them, trade them, flip them for picks, and just keep rolling. Bringing in Brock Besser for Rupert Hintz. He's going to want a new deal. He's going to want a new deal. That might hurt. There we go. We do have Brock Besser. Looks like we didn't get a contract done. For Lundgren, that's a bit weird. Oh, okay, so that's not bad, actually. That's not bad, okay. I'm sure he just said 5 years, the first one. I just misclicked. So there we go. So we can get the 5th year. 7.78 for 5 years, pretty much running through our time with Brock Besser. You know what? That's pretty decent, actually. That is pretty decent. So we gain a 20, 30 goal scorer every single season on that second line right wing. Pure offensively, purely offensively player there. Okay, so Matt and Kaut can just slide across. What are we actually looking for? It'd be nice if one of these could learn how to play left wing, honestly. I'd be up for that. Putting Paquette over there wouldn't be a bad idea. Slide him to the left. There we go. Slide him to the left. So yeah, we're probably going to see things change up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, things look a little weird there. I've got to say, things look a little bit weird there. So I guess we just like, called him up and sent down Bedard. I'd rather have him on the active roster so that I'm at least sure of what we have where. I get that they could do it a different way, but that's what I want to see, is how they'd set up the team. Okay, so good first line, second line, third line. First line, second line, third line. First line, second line's a little weak, but it's promising. It's promising. Third line, yeah, we're okay. We're okay. We're not really stacked, but we're okay. We've done our deal. We have done our deal, and therefore, let's sim to the playoffs and see where we level up. There we go. Matthews, top notch. We're top of the shops, and Gibson closing in on the wins, of course, because we are playing so well. Interesting. Panthers decimating their division. Oilers on top in theirs. We're massively on top in ours. And then that gives us only one division where there may not be more. But there we go. Brock Besser with his deal. Lundgren with his deal. We're going to give him number 6 and not really care. Olli Mata can have 66. We don't really care if we upset him because he won't be here next year. We'd rather give Brock his number if we can. There we go. I actually think that's much better build for the team. And yeah, we do have to make some moves. We really do. But everybody's signed long term and we can make some moves like getting rid of Olli Mata. That's another 1.1 million. That might be enough. Mata for a young player. That would get us underneath the cap, I think, for next season. Quite easily, in fact. Noah Dobson, if we want to make that move. Paquette, if we want to get just another youngster in. We can get back down to about 78, 79 million without too much issue. And then maybe re-sign some more players. I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. Let's get to the playoffs. And we'll come back for a roundup and see where we are. But we've done our one deal. And I'm happy with that. Matthews, Gibson, and us top of the shops. And we are back at the end of the season. Just like that. And yeah, it looks like we had a very good season. 130 points. Unbelievable stuff. 63, 15, and 4. Let's go find out exactly how that all came together. Player stats first. And there we go. Top 3 players in the league. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Matthews. Wow, Connor McDavid. A little bit behind him. And then a short drop off to Nate McKinnon. 92-point season though for Rantanen. And where would be Patrick Laine? We don't know, but 68 for Brock Bess. I'm pretty sure Laine was more than that, right? Where was... No, Dobson's up here. Kilmacar's up here. That might just be me, but I can't see him right now. Okay, top goal scorers. Austin Matthews at 58 goals a season. Pasternak gets 51. Owen Tippett, 48. Brock Besser on 45. Bringing him in looks to have been a really decent move for us there. Dylan Larkin, 43. That's pretty good. 40 goal scorers. Kaliev and Lafreniere. Not bad at all. The assists, 75 for Austin Matthews. Unbelievable. Nikita Kucherov with 68. Savoy with 65. That's a really decent pickup there through the draft. Matthew Savoy. 20 more points than last season. 1 more game. 2 more goals, but a big uptick in assists. Sid the Kid and McJesus right behind. Jack Hughes, Nate McKinnon, Tavares, Barkov, and Huberdeau just round out the top 10. You can see there Rance just lurking. And of course, as we've said, in points, Absolutely unbelievable. Power play goals, Owen Tippett. Power play points, Savoy. Shorties for Nikushkin. Shorthanded points from Seth Jones. 12 game winners from Kaliev and Tippett. Okay, best shooting percentage needs to be decent. It's Brock Besser. Of course it is. 264 shots, 17%. Bobby Brink and Ryan Suzuki, I believe, did have very good seasons as well. Pettersson, not bad either. Kapokak over 200, he gets 16%. And Pasternak, a ton of shots and a decent conversion rate. But I believe Brock Besser, the man there. Time on ice. Well, this is not bad to see McCann up so high. Seth Jones and Chris Letang, 24 minutes apiece. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable there. Fair play to them. And a centre who played a bunch of games. Sami Virtanen's got 60. Danault, 58.3. 75 games. He's the king of the face-offs then. And game rating. The overall rating, how good you were across the season. McKinnon's won this by some distance. That's what I believe. And there we go. It's not by some distance, but it is by enough. Morgan Riley, the top defenseman. McKinnon's up there. Barkov, Roman Yossi, Sid the Kid, Heisenen, McDavid. Austin Matthews, though, top 8, not bad at all. And then we've got to go down a bit to 21. Rantanen is there as well. Team stats, 4.1 goals a game. Absolutely destructive attack. Not the best defense, but 2.54 is pretty good. Edmonton, though, 238. Great season from them. Shots, we edge on shots. We're far more clinical as well. Shots against, Edmonton shuts that down. So, yeah. Defensively, they're the team. Kings doing really well. But we are the offensive maestros in the league. We do fall back down in face-offs a little bit as well. But 50.3 shots block, us and Edmonton. Hits, we throw the body a little bit. 11th place takeaway, so a little bit of a fall down there. And 14th in giveaways, so a little bit of regression there. Injury days, 20th. And yeah, that's going to help us out quite a bit. Boston, though, an absolute ton. Absolute ton. So here you go then, your divisions. Florida win the Atlantic. The Rangers win the Metro. The Pacific belongs to Edmonton with 121 points. And the Central, 130 for us. We are not the dominant division right now. We are not the dominant division anymore. That has moved over to the Metro, where a bunch of teams are looking really good. The Atlantic, not too bad. Conferences then. Rangers, Panthers, Hurricanes, Devils, Leafs, Flyers, Red Wings, and Bruins. Not bad. All above 90 points there. Islanders just looking to miss out. Not the best for them. Capitals, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, definitely on the downward spiral. Ottawa not really rebuilt yet. We did sort of send them some good talent, but we did take draft picks for many years. So that's going to set them back. But yeah, us and the Oilers right up the top then. Kings, Ducks, Flames, Blues, Jets, and Preds. Dallas, not quite enough. Coyotes, not quite enough. Vancouver miss out. And the worst team in the league is tough to say. Really tough to say, but I'd put it on the Sharks. The Capitals not great either, but the Sharks, like, they had a bad end to the season to really just push them down there. So President's Trophy once again. The Wildcards looked like this in the East. You can see Philly and Boston getting ahead of the pack. And then in the West, Dallas, Arizona, like we saw, just missing out to Nashville and the Flames. So there we go. That is the end of season wrap-up. Again, for us, Austin Matthews, the key man. Goalie, Bernard Rantanen. Line 8 kind of fell off, got himself injured. So he's day-to-day. Dermott's day-to-day. 2 and 3 weeks left for Bernard. So maybe he'll be available for the playoffs. Who knows? But yeah, 55 games, 58 points. Line was on for about 100-point season, maybe. Maybe a bit less than that, 90 to 95 points. He'd probably have gone through. So he's coming back for the playoffs, though. But as you can see here, we played really well. The big names came through. If you look here at the wages, and then see, like, Brock Besser didn't play the best, but he did good enough. Line the same. Rantanen, Gibson, Matthews, though, really earned their money. Byram and Hayton earned their money. McCarr, Dobson, pretty good value. Coyle was on the money. Few bargains down here. Couple of decent ones, but really Connor Bedard and Volstead on their rookie deals, really good. And Dermott as well. Dermott did really well defensively, which is what we brought him in for. Disappointing from Paquette. Disappointing from Zegras. So yeah, we need to look at that maybe as we go on. But overall, really good. Let's play another day and have a look at the playoff tree to see where we'll be playing and what our path through looks like. Okay. Here we go. Nashville, Colorado, Winnipeg, St. Louis, Calgary and Edmonton, Anaheim, and the LA Kings. Ooh, some interesting matchups there. There are some really, really interesting matchups. So you got California down here. We got Canada here. The Wings and the Jets. You know, the Blues there. Sorry, and the Jets. Really good. Don't know why I said Wings. I just saw the wing and went for it. And us in Nashville, there's a history there building currently, and with the Matt Duchene trade, and in-game, we normally face them at some point pretty soon in the playoffs. Still think it's us, Edmonton, LA, with McKinnon, of course. So yeah, Austin Matthews, McKinnon, McDavid. I don't know who's going to lead either of those teams, but 3 out of those 4 games might be decided by star players. Boston, New York, what a great rivalry. New Jersey and the Hurricanes. Philly and Florida, Detroit and Toronto. So, a little bit of a interesting matchup on the other side. If I got to pick them, us, the Jets, Edmonton, and LA. I'm going McDavid, McKinnon. I'm going with the Jets. They got good goaltending, couple other pieces there. We should go through as well. Then I'm probably going to go with Boston. I really like New York, but I think Boston will slightly upset them there. Carolina, Florida. Kind of a pick them here as well. Pick them here for me. I love the way Detroit seem to be slowly building in real life, but Toronto probably should edge it. But I'm going to go with Detroit. So I'm going Boston, Detroit as the away teams. Carolina, Florida here. Winnipeg is an away team. Everyone else at home in our side of the bracket in the West. So, join me in the next video to find out how it goes. Let me know what you think of this little experiment. McKinnon out, Matthews in. So far, I think it's been working really well. It's not quite the record season. Yeah, we're a point down. An overtime loss. If we had won that overtime game, we would have matched up with our greatest ever season, which, of course, we didn't actually win with. So, yeah. Hopefully we will. But it's 5 consecutive President trophies, a chance to get a 3rd Stanley Cup. We've built, we've done well, we've got everywhere we needed to go. We're back. We're firing on all pistons, and we look like a team ready to play. We still can't kill the penalties. Everything else is good. And we got some big players. I don't know. Bedard's out. Liney's back in. Matthews is on fire. Who knows what comes? Until then, though, thanks very much for watching. I've been Chris Orme. Really appreciate it. All the support, as always. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time. Till then, take care.